Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Daniel and Mai's reality forecast and ultimate reality surfing spoon bending event for the first one for 2023. It was so fun last time when we tried it. We thought we'd try again. I got my forks, I got my spoons from the Goodwill store, and I'm excited to have you all here. So this is kind of just a fun event that we like to do and help people show what is possible with the power of their mind. It's kind of a telekinetic practice, which is still wondered about how it's done, but we're going to see how it's done firsthand today. And hopefully at least 50% of you are going to have some success with it. How you doing, Daniel?
Doing great, Ronan. How's it going?
It's going super. I want to remind everybody at home, if you do have problems with my audio or with Daniel's, let us know. I've had some AT&T issues. So if I can't hear me, let me know. I'll drop back, I'll come back, but please let us know. We're happy to have one of us take over if one of us cuts out. So can you believe it's 2023?
No. It's going to be the best year ever, guys.
If you guys do have any questions, you can also write in the chat there on Zoom, and we're happy to answer any questions for you about what you might need or what you might want to work on. But the best thing you want to do is don't worry about it. I think when we melt metal, we get psyched up about it and think, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? And it just, you have to put that thought away and then let it happen. So we'll go through a couple of meditations in about 5 or 10 minutes on something will hopefully work for all of you. And then share with us your successes that you get. What are you working on today, Daniel?
The course. I'm always perpetually
tell people about your course.
Huh?
Tell people about your course.
Yeah, well, it's the ultimate reality surfing program. Reality is in waves. We all know about the vibration. So what we all want to hit is that golden wave. Vadim Zeland, he's a quantum physicist that talks about how reality is basically a multiverse, and if we can vibrate at the resonant frequency of your best version, then you can get there. But we have a few obstacles in the way, which are pendulums. So there's a lot of these negative energy entities that are sucking your negative. It wants you to be upset, but it's not really like a living creature. It's just, we got it started kind of like a whirlpool. And so this whirlpool is spinning and it's sucking energy. And every day when you wake up and you're like going, why did this happen or that? It's really this energy complex that's trying to get your goat, so to speak. So if you can learn how to surf this reality, meaning go into this, find this golden wave and go around these pendulums, life gets easier and you get happier. And isn't that what we all want? But we have to choose to be happy first, then we have to design our reality. And so that's what I teach.
So I can't surf. Should I be worried about taking the ultimate reality surfing program because I've never surfed before?
No. The thing is, you have a goal. You know, you may have this goal of this beautiful island and you want to get to that island. And so you're probably body surfing. You know, eventually I'm going to probably come out with a course called Ultimate Yacht Surfing. But then people are going to say, are you talking about yachting? No, I'm actually saying that build the sail, focus on your goal. And when the wind knocks you off course, just course correct. Life's all about course correcting. You don't have to learn how to surf, but it's basically what we're doing every day anyways, just we're doing it without consciousness. And so programs like this, the spoon bending, things like that, what you teach, it helps us to wake up to consciousness. It's about, when you hear about people saying, oh, I'm woke. Well, but woke is a perpetual state. You can fall back to sleep in these paradigms that we grew up with, these programming that we grew up with. And so we have to constantly re-wake up. It's like you go to sleep at night and you're in your dream and all of a sudden you wake up and you go, oh, I'm dreaming. Hey, I'm going to fly, or I want to go visit, my friend or something like that. So you're conscious inside your dream. Well, life is also the waking dream. And if people wake up to consciousness, then we can actually start manipulating and controlling our reality. And it's really like being on these waves or in the water. And we have to figure out how to not swim against the tide. Everyone's trying to paddle they say, oh, I want that destination. And then they're fighting their way through life. Well, that doesn't work. You have to go with the flow. That's where that term comes from too, because we're on these waves. And if you can learn how to just go with the flow and find something that's going to take you to where you want to go quicker, that's the goal in our lives.
Sometimes I feel like in my own life that I'm on a white water reality surfing, that I'm just, the waves are there. It feels like it's rocky, and let people know how they can get a hold of you, and let me know.
And by the way, Ronan, the secret to that is let go of the oars, and then you'll get there.
But then I'll hit the rocks.
No, you won't. But if you believe you will, you will. But you really won't. It's shocking sometimes. I've got a mouth too. If I could just shut up and let reality do what it does, oh my goodness, I get some extraordinary results, and you will too, and we all will. But yeah, you can go to, actually, you asked last time, is it go to danielLaxtons.com. It's now ultimaterealitysurfing.com. So which you can do either one. It redirects to ultimaterealitysurfing.com.
Okay. And what can they do there?
Oh, they can download a free design your perfect reality worksheet. And so that's going to get you going. The reason why we have a hard time getting to where we're going is we don't have the clarity. And the way we gain clarity is by sitting down and writing it out with the right questions. So I have a free download. And when you're done with that, let me know. If you would like to go over on a Zoom call, we can talk about your reality, how you designed it, and I can explain how to get the best benefit of it. And also, we can see if you'd be a good fit for the Ultimate Reality Surfing program. It's a 6-week course.
Very nice.
And you get perpetual phone calls with me twice a week. And so it is a group course, but it's lifetime access.
Can you share people in the chat what the link is? It'll be in the link of the YouTube as well.
I'll do it. Yes.
So my background is I teach a remote viewing course, and I've been studying remote viewing since the early 2000s, which didn't seem like a long time ago, last year, but now it's far, far away. So for the last 20 years, I've been teaching other people how to do remote viewing, and I've rebranded to realityforecast.com, which is where I offer my 6-week introductory remote viewing course right there. If you want to take it, there's a sale going on right now. This is the last time I'm going to offer it, but it's $795. Anyone that's watching now can take it and get $200 off. So if you're interested, the next one starts January 31st. It's a 6-week course, but I'm happy to talk to you like for 15 minutes on the phone for free, just to see if the course would be a match for you and figure out where your skill sets are, figure out if you're interested in remote viewing and what you think it can accomplish. Because if it's not, I don't want you to take the course. But if you're interested in it, let me know. This is a great opportunity the next time. Why did I raise the price? Well, because other people were charging a lot more than I was. And so I decided to put myself on their tier and offer my courses with them because my course is better. If you've taken other remote viewing courses in the past, if you feel like you're a remote viewing pro already, you're still going to learn techniques and things in my course like personal empowerment, personal protection, remote influencing that you're not going to get in other remote viewing courses that are twice the price. So great deal. Interested, email me remoteviewit@gmail.com or go to realityforecast.com and you can click send a note to Todd, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. The next one again starts January 31st. It's 2 hours every Tuesday, Thursday night, and I think everybody should take it, but I'm biased because I teach it. So if you've been with us before, we've done some spoon bending exercises, and we did a couple of meditations to go through. I wanted to let you know that we're going to do similar meditations and calm down this time, like a centering, zenning exercise. And then Daniel's going to walk you through a meditation for spoon bending, and I'm going to walk you through a meditation for spoon bending. Then I want everybody to share what they got or what their experiences were with it. So because we're a small group today, feel free to share, raise your hand, and I'll unmute you so you can go ahead and chat with us. But if you have questions, the best way is to drop it down there. Let's see. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate it. Elaine said, for those of you watching on YouTube, take my course. Well,
she said, Daniel, she was recommending highly your course. And thank you, Elaine. I've actually taken it twice too. And there's even the second time, I mean, there's so much to learn It's very intense. But the beautiful thing about Ronan's course is he comes up with so many targets. And so when you're having this blind target, and then you all of a sudden you practice these techniques he's teaching with closing your eyes, and all of a sudden you get this visualization of a picture, and you start drawing it, and then there's several pages of this where it comes together. Well, what's happening there is you're actually getting more tapped into the universal consciousness, where your inherent abilities actually start to activate, because a lot of things are calcified. This pineal gland hasn't been used in so many years because we've been lulled to sleep. So Ronan's course really helps us to break up that calcification and start to feel. He's teaching us how to feel the information that's necessary in within your natural psychic ability. And it's been super beneficial for me too, Elaine. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. I will have more targets than I've had all last year. So the course is taught every quarter. If you can't make it this 6 weeks, please let me know and I can sign you up, and if with like a minimum payment, lock you in for when I offer it in the spring or the summer or next fall. But definitely, if you're interested, I'm happy to talk to you about it, and it will be a lot of fun. I guarantee this one will be levels above anything that I taught in 2022, and those were pretty cool.
But and also, be prepared, because it's twice, two nights a week, and he gives you homework, but it's right. Is it still 2 nights a week? And we're usually on the phone call for 2 to 3 hours, practicing.
2 hours. We
2
make
hours.
sure that it's 2 hours,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday nights. So
Awesome.
thank you. Yeah, but thank you very much. Very excited about it. I'm excited about this next course. There's lots of slots open. So if you're still interested, please let me know. I'm happy to talk to you about it. I also offer other courses. So interested in any of those, I'm happy to talk to you, answer questions about them. So what I like to teach in one of my courses is the centering technique. We have a lot of anxiety that we run through every day. And this one really just helps draw that energy and that anxiety out of us. Someone was asking in their head, what does TAP stand for? TAP, my method of remote viewing, stands for temporal awareness perception remote viewing. So you're tapping into the universe, you're tapping into your unconscious, but TAP RV is my modality to separate myself from the older remote viewing trainers that have gone before me for the last 50 years. But you want to make sure with this short meditation that you find energy points in you that are stressful or worry or anxiety, and we're going to pull those out. So let's all just put our feet on the ground. You can take a calm space and you can close your eyes, and we're going to do a pre-meditation. Then Daniel's going to walk us through a meditation where we melt some metal. So what I like to do is I like to just feel kind of in my body. We use our body all day, but we don't see what it feels like or where the sensations are in it. We don't really talk to our physical body. And that's important because every part of our physical body has a presence and we can talk to the different parts of it. And as I close my eyes, I'm just trying to center and focus and feel what parts of my body are stressed or have anxiety or have tension. And just take a couple of deep breaths and ask your body to reveal where those spaces are. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand, the palm of our left hand, and we're going to point it sort of at our body and just try to find where those spaces are. And we're going to draw out that negative energy or that heaviness or that dark energy or that tension or that stress that we feel in our body. And some people move it over their body like a hairdryer. You're just trying to find all of those spaces and pull them out. Some spaces may take more time than others. If you have neck tension, shoulder, hip tension, ankle tension. But we're just drawing that negative energy into our left hand, into our palm, and it is pulling all that negative energy out. And we're going to do this for about 15 to 30 seconds. Just making sure that we draw out any more tension or stress or negativity. and we're moving energy around in our body. So you might hiccup, you might feel tingly sensations, but we're pulling out that negative energy. You might feel lighter. And about 10 more seconds to go over the entire space of your physical body. And take a deep breath. Now we're holding all of this dark energy in our left hand. What are we going to do with it? So with your eyes still closed, imagine in front of you kind of a 1 meter tall cylinder. It's 3 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall. It looks like a garbage can, but it's silver. And this is our personal energy transmutation device. This is connected to our higher self, and it's going to take this negative energy and transmute it into white light energy and send it back out into the universe. Take about 5 more seconds to visualize it. And if you're having trouble visualizing, that's okay. Just point your left hand outwards away from you. And with each exhalation, imagine that negative energy flowing into that PET, the personal energy transmutation device in front of you. This should release you of any stress that you've got. But now we've got these gaping portions in our body that was where the negative energy was taken out. So we need to do some clearing and fill in these spaces. As a dog walks by, ignore the noise, but we're going to take our right hand and point it towards our forehead and just imagine white light, golden energy emanating from the palm of your right hand all over those spaces that we've just opened up and that are vacant and void of energy. We're filling in and we're clearing with white, positive, golden light. And we can feel that as you take a deep breath that starts to illuminate the inside of your body. It starts to resonate. You start to feel tingly all over. And you can point that at your forehead and just take a few deep breaths and feel that bathing white golden light emanating from your hand into your body and filling in those spaces. And know that you are protected from any dark energy that's around you or that may befall you this weekend or that may befall your family. And take a few minutes to breathe in, come back. So for me, that meditation, I can always feel how well it's working by the charge in the back of my shoulders. I'll feel this tingling sensation in the back of my shoulders, like my angelic wings are opening up. Let us know how that made you feel and if you've got any experience from that. But this is something you can use all the time to pull out negative energy and stress in your daily life. And that's just one of the stages that we teach in the Reality Forecast TAP remote viewing course. I feel pretty good. How do you feel, Daniel?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Ray got a lot of yawning, a sense of release. So the yawning is a good sensation. You're just expelling that negativity out from your body. Cheaper than seeing an energy healer when you can do it all for yourself. I teach a brand of self-healing too. So that's helpful. If you're interested in that course, let me know, or a session with me, let me know. I'm happy to walk you through that. Someone said lots of pulled neck, the throat chakra area, and lightheadedness. Those are all really good signs that you're drawing that negative energy out and then expelling it. But we carry that with us all the time. And that's through the trauma of this life and through sitting all the time. Our hips are locked, our shoulders are hunched over a keyboard and just drawing out that negative energy. It can also come from past life trauma that we're going through. Sure, it is realityforecast.com should get you to me if you want to check it out. And Take it away, Daniel-san.
All right, so this is great. We got all the negative energies pulled out of us. Now let's get more in touch with our bodies as far as the different parts of our bodies. And first thing we may want to do is go ahead and tap into the center core of the earth. Imagine that a golden line or a cord that goes all the way down to the center of the earth. I usually imagine Thor's hammer down there and the red cord's wrapped around there, tight. But that's our grounding. And then we may want to just, once you're feeling that, just imagine feeling that energy coming up through the cord into the soles of your feet. And as it's coming up, you're feeling this energy come up, and when it hits through the top of your head, it's going to shoot this like waterfall of an aura around you this way. And then on your next breath, imagine that your first chakra opens up with golden light, and then we're going to allow in the energy from the universe to come in through your body this way, down through your feet, and then it goes down to the core of the earth. And then we're feeling this energy. Now, as the light comes down through your body, imagine that when some of the light hits your feet, it shoots this wave, these waves up around where it creates your full aura around you. And now that you feel that energy within your aura, there's like little sparkling energy within a 3 to 6 foot aura around your body. Just visualize the golden light of energy that's within you. But now imagine feeling it in your hands, this glittering golden white energy, because it's all around you. Do you feel it in your feet? Now feel it through your calves, through your thighs, and feel it coming up through your belly, through your heart, and through your mind, then through your shoulders. Imagine that you can feel all this energy down through your arms and through your hands. But imagine this energy, though, as we're looking through our hands or we're looking through our heart, we can see that this energy is sparkling on a lower level, meaning smaller. We can see the molecules within our heart, within our hands and feet. We can see that it's sparkling on a microscopic level. As a matter of fact, feel it in your bones. And inside your bones, feel this at a molecular level, that even down to your atoms are full of this white light energy. Every particle within your body is glowing in white light energy. And it's all throughout your aura, this 3 to 6 feet around you. You can feel all this golden energy. It feels really good. And so imagine, though, that this energy is coming again from your feet, and it's coming up through your body and into your heart. And through your heart, this energy is coming down. Bring it down your shoulders and into the palms of your hands, and just feel your hands tingly. Feel the tingles in your fingertips and in the center of your palm, where we have chakras in the center of our palms. And go ahead and grab a spoon and just hold the spoon in your hand. And the energy is just moving from your fingertips, from those chakras in the center of your palms, just slowly filling up the spoon with white golden energy. You don't have to open your eyes. You can keep your eyes closed, but visualize the spoon and with your eyes closed, and visualize where you'd like to see the spoon melt, get softer, where you'd like to see it bend. And remember, the spoon is made up of all these particles, the spoon is actually made of energy like we are. And all we're doing is asking this energy, those little consciousnesses to bend for us, to show us, to help us to realize that we are allowed to manipulate reality for ourselves. Do you feel the spoon getting warmer in certain spots that you're focusing on? And then you can hold it in your hand and just feel it. If we feel it getting softer in certain spots, just slowly just put a little pressure on it and it can bend. It's interesting for me as I put my hand on it, I can feel it starting to bend. And then all of a sudden I feel like maybe it's not bending. And then you make your mind think about something else just for a second. And all of a sudden you can feel it bending. Because what's happening is your mind is flipping from belief to disbelief to belief. And each time you disbelieve, then it creates resistance. Every time you believe, you're like, oh yeah, I've done this before. Incidentally, the more that you believe, the easier it is. It's the reason why the more intellectual we are, if we're thinking people, if we know science, sometimes it's difficult. Oh yeah, there's Ronan.
So I was able to get mine and it bent sort of in the middle of the utensil, but it did feel warm when I was doing it. My goal is to bend the part that you lift up food with, and the middle, the spoon's part of the spoon. What is that? I don't know what that's called.
The cup of it, maybe, I don't know.
The bowl, the cup, the
bowl.
bowl. I don't know if you know what that part of the spoon is. Without looking it up on any website, let us know. It's only general trivia. So
This is all I got was a ladle out of mine. But it's super solid, this thing. Yeah, go ahead, take it away, Ronan. Anyone else have
did anyone else get some successes with that? Did you have any trouble? Are there any questions you want to ask about that one before we move on to the second meditation? Did anybody get a success that they want to share? Shane, Jason?
That's nice.
You guys are professionals. That is very good.
I have your spoon for you, though.
This is the one. Okay, so this is the people are watching. Candace has said that this spoon is very difficult to bend. So during the meditation, I'm going to have you put that spoon up and I'm going to try and bend it without, now don't move it, don't cheat. I'm just going to try and melt the spoon like Uri Geller does with it. So I've got a really hard fork. This one is like super dense, but I don't think it's as dense as that. That is super dense. So I'm going to try that one. That's the thickest I've seen. So, but we're going to try. Go ahead.
I read your comment to my kids and we all laughed. Like,
yes,
bend it. My mom stands back.
I'm going to bend that spoon here with it tonight. So that spoon I will bend, but don't, now here's a trick. So don't try to bend that spoon. Just leave it there. And I just want you to hold it up and I'm going to try and bend that one.
You want me to hold it up? Or
yes.
You want me to put it down?
What? Just like hold it up like this. And like, I'm going to have to go through the meditation first, and I have something to say to the spoon. So what I did is I ran the spoon meditation through Chat GPT, but I asked it to explain it like it's a pirate. So I'm going to talk to the spoon like I'm a pirate first, and then we're going to go through the meditation. All right. Ahoy, mateys. Are we ready to spend some spoons with your mind? Here we take some steps to make it happen. Find yourself a spoon. Hold it in your hand and give it a good look over. Feel the shape. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine the spoon in your mind's eye, your working eye. Keep focus. Keep your energy levels up. Keep focusing on bending the spoon and feel the energy. Feel the ship start to shake around you, and hold the energy tight as it bursts into the spoon. Unbatten the hatches. Open your eyes and give the spoon a good go. Bend at it with your mind and keep it. Keep at it. Practice and focus. You'll bend that spoon and that sword in no time. So my apologies if that was a very bad pirate.
Oh, it wasn't too bad of a pirate.
Remember, focus on energy, and all your negative thoughts that weigh you down, throw them off the side of the ship. Arr.
Walk the plank.
Okay, so we're going to use that spoon after we go through the meditation. So I want you to hold it up. It didn't bend with the pirate scariness, but we'll try again. So when I hold the spoon, probably you're going to just sort of start to go like this with the spoon and see if we can get it to melt. We've never tried this before, so this is going to be a fun one. Now I'm going to walk you through the meditation of how this is going to work. If you didn't have success, someone said the palms are tingling, but the spoon isn't bending. Okay, bend your spoon. We'll bend your spoon too. So this is going to be.
I'm just wondering if the spoon's trying to bend you. Maybe that's your. No, I'm sorry.
So what I'm going to try and do is help you to raise your capacitance to bend the spoon. And Candace, you're not going to be bending the spoon with the hand. Everyone else, you're going to have to give it a little bit of pressure when you're moving it. So if you try and bend the spoon now very lightly, it won't bend. But as you raise the resonance in the spoon, you'll feel it start to get a little hot. Those bends will be easier, but Candace isn't going to be doing that. She's going to be holding the spoon up. This can be terrible failure, but we're going to give it a shot because I'm excited about it. We're going to bend that spoon. All right. And Brenda wants to, your hands are tingling. All right. So like Daniel's meditation, what we did is we found that negative space in our body. I want you to find the love in your body for this meditation. And we're going to use the power of love, the power of the universal love to bend that spoon. So just take a deep breath and kind of stretch your body and get your hips unlocked. Now, what is love? Well, love is that force that can do anything. Love is that force that's so powerful, that's unfiltered, that it can be capable of miracles. And that's what we're working for today. You might see images when you close your eyes. You might see flashes of light. That's okay. So we're going to close our eyes and just take a deep breath. And we're going to feel the palms of our feet. We're going to feel it touch the floor. And we're going to connect to our body, our physical body, the physical sensations that we have. We're going to sort of shift our weight left to right and move our hips and just feel how that center weight is shifting as we move. Now, within you, each of you have the power to feel unlimited love, unfiltered love. And we're going to use that power to melt some metal. That feeling, usually we think of it as our heart. That's where our love center is, but it's actually a non-physical center that we have. That's our spiritual, non-physical heart that we're going to draw from, that unconscious universal energy. Just start to feel that radiating out from your solar plexus, which is your chest area. And it's going to sort of melt into every part of your body, into your shoulders, into your stomach. You're feeling that love as a white light power glowing out from your heart into your body in all parts. It moves through your waist and through your legs, through your knees and down to your feet. And with each beating of your heart, you can feel that pulse, the bump, the pump of that white light energy radiating out with each beat of your heart. And now you might feel it radiating out your shoulders and your elbow and into your hands. And we're asking the universe to fill us with white light and unconditional love. And now we're going to take that fork or that spoon and we're going to put it in our hands and just start to feel it, twist it around in your hands. What does it feel like? Imagine it with your eyes closed. And feel the energy moving out from your heart into your shoulders, into your hands, and into that utensil in your hands. It's now moving through into that metal. As you twist it and you turn it, you're sending love, unconditional love, into that fork or that spoon. Now it's just a little bit of pressure. Begin to move the tines or the bowl in your fingers and see if those start to have hot sensation or if they start to get tingly. It may happen automatically. It may take some time for you to bend it and for you to send that energy into it because it's a beat frequency. It's a resonance that you're trying to reattune the spoon or the fork from its natural state into a non-natural state. Now focus on that spoon or that fork that's in front of you and just start to bend for a second one way and turn it over. Bend for a second the other way. Move it back and forth in your hand. Move it one way, turn it over, move it another way. Try different spots on the spine. Some may become more malleable than others. Bend it one way, turn it over, bend it the other way. Bend it one way, turn it over, and bend it the other way. And it may start to feel hot in your hand. But with each turn, it will become more malleable for you. And you're altering the chemical properties of the utensil. Until that it's so easy to bend that it's like rubber. Now just keep trying that, flipping it over in the back of your hand, flipping it over. And Candace, if you can grab the spoon at its apex, sort of at the neck, and just start to wiggle it a little bit. And now with your other hand, take the bowl and try and fold it under. Turn it over, fold it the other way. Turn it over again, fold it the other way. So this fork or this spoon has a resonance too, and its natural state is to not bend so you can eat. We're gonna It looks like it's getting a little bit weak in the middle. Is it? All right, try further back in the spine of that spoon. I think it might have cement, which is more difficult property to melt. We're gonna have to change our frequency to melt the cement. So now for those of you that still have a fork or a spoon in your hand, command that metal to melt. Say, I command you to melt, I command you to bend, and just turn it over in your hand and just turn it into itself and under and around. I got some sturdy forks here that are probably from the 1800s. If I'd sell them, they're probably worth $2, but I've ruined the structural integrity of it by melting it. The less you play with it, the less you send that energy into it, the more likely it is to retain its physical state. Did we get it? It doesn't look like I got it. It looks like a little bit at the eight. Nope, still. So that one has cement in it. I'm sorry that one, we're going to have to get a drill and send it over to you and cut it in half so we can see.
Well, I think that explains the headaches that I was getting every time I tried to work on this.
Really?
So this also, as you were telling me to flip it back and forth, it says either 1610 or 18/10. I don't know what that means.
Okay. If you're a spoon expert, let us know in the comments below what 1810 means and whether it's made of cement. But I got a pretty good one. I got a pretty good couple this time to add to my spoon collection. I was able to turn this one over. Did anyone else get anything that they want to share, or did you have any trouble, any issues with it? I'd like to see more bent spoons out there.
There you go.
Very good, Ray.
That's
awesome.
a thick spoon.
That's really thick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Look at the fork.
Let me see that one. Ah, very good. Oh, perfectly. That spoon now is terrible. You can't use that spoon, but you did a great job with it.
Good job.
Well, I'm glad to see we have some successfully destroyed silverware from today. I feel like you can melt anything. I wanted to try this time, but I wasn't able to go to the store to get it. But we're going to do this again next month, and I'm going to buy a spike, a steel spike that's probably like, 10 inches long or 12 inches long. And I'm going to try and melt that one or bend that one next time. I didn't get a chance to get it this time, but I definitely want to try it. There's no limitation. The only limitation is the mind that we put forth and the ideas that we put forth for doing it. Your most limiting factor is that you think that you're limited, I think is the way I butchered that quote. But when we remove those limitations and those blinders, Brenda said the spoon didn't bend, but the energy got very strong. Where does it go from here? Thanks. Where does the energy go? It goes back into you and it radiates back through you. So it's not projected into that utensil for you, but keep at it. Try this another time when you're not nervous about it, and just sit and walk through either the meditation that I did or the one that Daniel did, and see if you can we're raising the capacitance and the vibration of that silverware. That's a good one, Daniel. That's a terrible spoon now. Very good. That's like a little pyramid spoon you've got there. Very nice.
Crazy is hilarious.
Can I make a
Hey,
suggestion?
let me show you this one that I did on accident this past week. But look, I pulled it out of the drawer and I went like this. I'm like, what? And it just went, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden you drop it and it's just solid. I mean, it's a super, super heavy spoon.
Can I make a suggestion
Yes.
to everyone? I bent it some more actually. I don't know. What I kept doing was kind of rubbing it with my hands, with my fingers.
Uh-huh.
And what I use as a memory was my dog. I had a beautiful dog, passed away in 2018. And I just started thinking of, just hugging him and the beautiful time I had with him. And I just started thinking of just how much love and all the beautiful things I did with them while I was just basically sitting with the spoon, and I was kind of rocking back and forth with it, just kind of trying to imagine, like, what if my love was in the spoon? What if my love was in the spoon? Like, what I want to give everything I have into this spoon. And I just kept thinking of that. And I noticed that it just started slowly, just kind of, I don't know if pliable is the right word, but it just started kind of giving in a little bit. So I gave it a little push, and then I had a oh shit moment. I was like, oh shit, did I bend it? And then it just went away. And then I went back and said, okay, let me lean back into it. Let me lean back into it. And I kind of had to ignore what you guys were talking a little bit, and it wasn't a distraction as much. It's just I wanted to channel more into it. So I kind of had to tune you guys out a little bit. Just kind of leaned in. And I just kept thinking about my dog and just playing with them in the backyard. And then I figured while you guys were talking, after I showed you the spoon, I was like, maybe that was just a fluke. Let me try it again. So I just went right back into that same memory. And I just went in and I finally just gave in. And yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
wild, guys. Thank you. That was, I didn't think I was going to do it. My wife kind of, when I told her I was going to do this, my wife was like, yeah, okay, you're going to bend spoons. Okay. She was like, all right, remote viewing. Now you're going to bend spoons. Okay. And I'm like, no, really, I'm going to bend. I'm going to try to do it. I can't wait to show her, man. Thank you guys. I just wanted to share with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. That was awesome. It's RC? Is that your name?
Oh, it's Ray. It's Ray.
Right.
Yeah. Daniel, I've seen you. I saw you pop into Ronan's class, the last class I was in, and you popped in for a few of them, and I saw you. Yeah, I think I might actually try your I might look into your course. So I'm gonna repeat Todd's remote viewing course again, because I kind of need to pick things up twice, so I'm gonna sit through it. But then I think once I have a free moment available after Todd's course, I might try yours out. So I think
Absolutely
a lot of what you said resonated with me. So, and after this, yeah, it's just more to believe.
people that are with my course, it's good if you have a basic knowledge of law of attraction, but I go into the everything. I even go into a little bit of magic too, because just to understand, it is all magic, but it's not. I mean, polarity, we go over the law of polarity a lot too, which I think is helpful, because it seems like you're like, how can the world be so crazy? Well, it's also so beautiful. Well, it's polarity. But once we can understand how to work with our own polarities, then we can become more beautiful, more happy.
Yeah. I'm learning a little bit about the pendulums because I listened to Brian Scott. I don't know if that name rings
he's
a bell.
great. Yeah.
And he talks about pendulums a little bit. And I was like, wait, I think this might be a little too advanced for me. Let me look into other things. And I went a different direction for a while, but now what you said resonated with me. And I think I might look into that next after I repeat Todd's course. But thank you guys for this. This is cool. I did not think I would be capable. Thanks, Todd. Awesome,
Thank you.
guys. I'll let you get back to your thing, but thank you guys.
And by the way,
great.
You said a good point for everyone here is when we distract our minds from what we're really doing, then the resistance goes away and then the energy flows. And while you were talking to me, I went ahead and just bent this into a circle around like this. Because I was distracted my mind from trying to bend it. Because if you try to do something, it doesn't usually work out, does it?
Yeah. I purposely picked the thickest spoon I had in my drawer because I thought if this is going to work, it better work with the thickest spoon. I don't want to, fool myself into getting a thin little cheap spoon. And I mean, this sucker's thick.
It is super thick.
That's cool, man.
The point is that it just becomes so pliable. And that's what you mentioned, right?
It
is that it's not, I'm not pushing like a lot of power on this. I'm not like, using a winch or something to bend it. It just becomes really pliable when you apply that energy to it and that resonance to it.
Yeah. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you guys get back there. I'm still gonna follow you guys. I'm gonna go show my wife in a minute.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
So the question was, and would it be interesting to see not just the bended spoon, but can you see how it's happening? Could you show that with the camera? You can't really see. I mean, I've read a study, and I'll see if I can find it and link it below, about people looking at these with an electron microscope to see how the molecular matter was manipulated. And it is manipulated in a way, but I don't know technically how it's manipulated or what happens to it. So I don't know what is happening or how it happens, but it is changed in some way, just not in a way that we can see. You can only see my face. You can see my face. Well, let's see if I can. What would you like to see? I can't show you the spoon that is bent. Oh, you're saying that you can't see me because it's blurry. Is that what you're saying? All right, give me just a second to unblur that and I'll answer Candace's question. Go ahead, Candace. What else can everybody see now? Is it me or Daniel's face? Go ahead, Candace.
So I just wanted to make a comment that the other thing I've noticed is that if we're sitting here in meditation and say I have a bunch of forks and spoons around me or sitting on my lap, I've yesterday I was working on one and realized I had one sitting in my lap and thought, I'm just going to try this because I couldn't bend it before. And just from it sitting in my lap while I was working on the other one, I can just, if I'm still in that zone, I can bend a whole bunch of them all at once, or the other ones that are sitting in front of me. So just something to think about if you guys are, the energy's all over the place. So it's like not just in the spoon that is in your hand.
Well, I think what's happening is that energy is coming through you and it's becoming a, oh, I see what you mean here. Choose a virtual background, none. So this is my attempt at spoons and forks that I have bent in the last couple of months there. I've got this one bent around. I've got this one bent over. The tines are bent there. And that's my attempts at it. I have another one too. I didn't have enough fingers to hold that one up. I think what's happening is you're raising your capacitance. And so anything that's around you can be affected by that. And Daniel, did you say that the one that you have that's bent over, that you weren't intentionally trying to bend that one?
You mean today's or previous?
The one you picked out of the drawer?
Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this happened this week. But that's the thing is I was, there's your brain is normally in delta, but if we can, when we close our eyes, we're in theta. But if you can hit gamma is where the magic is always happening. You can actually be like Jesus. But now this is a super solid spoon. But I had pulled it out, but I had been doing a meditation and I was running to grab, something to eat. And when I grabbed the spoon out, I went like this. I grabbed it. I go, ooh, it feels soft. And just instantly I took it and I just twisted it like that. And it is solid. You can't bend it, it's super solid,
So you were already in that state by doing a meditation, and
yeah.
then you got something and you're like, oh, I feel it's resonating out of my fingertips. This feels, tell people what the sensation of it felt like to you when you picked it up. What did this?
I wasn't thinking because that's the thing is thinking again. I kind of said this in the beginning when we started, is that when you're an intellect, and this is Sadhguru, what he says it's very difficult for someone that is an intelligent person to manifest. He says, but for a person that is uneducated, very easy, because they don't understand that it's impossible. And so that's the hard part, getting past it. So, but yeah, I just grabbed it and I wasn't thinking, but when I grabbed it, I had energy in me and I just sensed that it would bend right there. It just felt like it was liquidy. And I just went like this. I'm like, that's crazy. And then as soon as you hand it to someone, it's solid. It's real solid again. So it's cool. I like it.
You did not use that spoon to eat lunch. You used a different spoon, right?
The truth is I can use the spoon. It's got an angle. It's got an angle on it now. So it makes it easier. See? Like you can hold it like this.
This could be an opportunity for, a new line of products.
This is it. Oh, and it was, I twisted it two times. It's hard to see this, but it was twisted twice. Yeah. Anyone else want to show us your spoons? Anyone want to comment on how they felt? I guess people are commenting inside the chat room.
How long was the meditation that you did? And was it just for like a personal development meditation you were doing, and then it was like completely random? I'm interested in your
Are you talking about me?
spoon that you bent that you didn't mean to bend. Yes, talking about you.
No, I mean, I'm always in a perpetual state of meditation. So I mean, but different things that are happening throughout the day. I don't remember the specifics of it. Just I'm always in the meditation, meaning because I'm not trying. Remember, we're not trying, we're actually doing. Remember the wisdom of Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. So that's like
That's a better Yoda than my pirate.
Well, I used to be a stand-up comedian years ago. Remember, used to, and impersonations is what I was. That was my gift. Yeah. Are
there any impersonation requests that anybody has in the chat for Daniel, or do you have any question about the meditation or about Daniel and I's course, about any other upcoming courses that we are offering this year? Can you read that, Daniel?
No, that's let me see. Did you did someone type something?
Yeah, about Candace.
Oh, okay. So it's our energy bending. Is that what it's our energy bending the other spoons and forks, and not necessarily entertainment. I wasn't sure if it was my energy or entertainment happening with the other spoons and folks around me. Actually, it's both. Life is about having fun. The more that you're feeling happy, and you just tell yourself every day, I feel happy. You can feel like shit. And then, but when you wake up, you're like, oh, why do I feel this? Oh, just keep telling yourself, I feel happy. I'm going to have fun. I'm having fun. I feel happy. I feel happy. I'm having fun. And then that energy rises. Once you have the energy up here, then it's easier to manipulate your reality, whether it's a spoon or whether you're drawing a better, beautiful experience, whether it's a relationship that you're desiring to have, or whether it's a new vehicle or a new career or new business.
You said entrainment, not entertainment. So that function of you becoming entrained in your brain and raising the vibration level, I think. That's the reason why I don't like your entrainment of
in front of people. I have dyslexia, so, but that's cool. Yeah, entrainment. Yeah, I do think that the more we practice something, and then if you get away from practicing for a while, you'll still know how to ride a bicycle. You just may have to do it a while to get better at it again. So a lot of us that had been a child and we're really good at manifestations. I won a bicycle first grade, the grand prize. I won all kinds of stuff throughout my life. And then you get distracted by religion or other things. But yeah, I think that entrainment, yeah, that does help a lot. And that being here together like this too, wouldn't you say, Ronan?
Yeah, it's the resonance and it's the capacity. So in Jose de Silva, the Silva method was a training method of meditation that they taught in the 70s. He talked about entraining your brain to get into that alpha state. And he used a hand gesture in his finger and his middle finger and his thumb, sort of a yoga posture to get into that alpha state more and more quickly. So once you're in that alpha state, or that, alpha theta range, you're able to do things like remote viewing better. You're able to do things like bend spoons better, perceive things non-locally better. Just by, it's lowering your brainwave frequency into the alpha state or the theta state. And you can do that. I don't like binaural beats simply because there are a lot of people out there that have posted binaural beats that have shady subliminal messages in them online. So don't trust anything that's posted out there, because you don't know what the meta masking of the message is in it for you. So you can make your own binaural beats through a program called Brainwave Generator. If anybody's interested in getting a copy of that, I don't know if they're still free, but there's a freeware site. I can send you a link. I'll show it to you.
Definitely.
All right, everybody, that is the hour-long spoon bending that we have done. And I really appreciate everybody popping by and joining us.
I was going to mention too, that what Ray said, see what you're saying, what Ray said was he's thinking about his dog, and then that put him into the alpha, the theta, finding that vibration. Remember that over 95% of our whole experience in life is inside our imagination. It's inside, you know, because as we're talking and you're thinking about this idea, a lot of people say, well, my imagination is not very good anymore. And it's like, no, that's not true at all. It's just different. It's not like what we see in the physical realm, but most of what's going on in your mind is here. So whenever I say, well, think about eating an ice cream, and you're eating the ice cream, you can taste it with what's the flavor of it. Now, as you're tasting it, what you're thinking about is just an energy signature. So, I mean, it's there, you don't see an ice cream in your hand, but in your mind you do. But what is that? It's an energy signature. So when we're training ourselves with this energy that you're doing today with us, and we're doing it with you, is we're memorizing what that energy signature is. For Ray, it was that his dog helped him to get into that state. So practicing this is really important. And even I need to keep practicing, you know, I have all the knowledge of law of attraction and the reality creation, but it takes practice. And I think it does take each other, you know, when you have a mastermind come together, then we're resonating energy at the same frequency, which is helping all of us to grow. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that, Ronan. And I do appreciate everyone for coming too. Go ahead, Ronan.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody too. Thank you. I'm definitely going to practice more, Ray. I'm definitely going to practice more too. And I'm going to have some more spoons to bend for next time. So we appreciate everybody. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'm glad that you guys had some fun with it. And that's the important part, is that you have fun with it.
I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm happy. I'm having fun. Keep telling yourself that in the morning, especially when you get up.
All right, everybody, have fun. Have a good day. Enjoy the weekend.
Peace and love.
Bye, everybody.